Hi folks, and welcome back to Black Raven Racing. Today we're back in Gran Turismo 3 where we're going to try one of the remaining races that we have left in the Dream Car Championship. And for this one, at the request of Gianluca, I've gone for the Escudo Pikes Peak and fully upgraded it to 1823 horsepower. So let's see how we go. Alright, so it's a pretty standard lineup that we're up against. Let's see how we get on. I hope we can turn, and I hope we can stop, because we can definitely go very fast in a straight line. I've maximised the downforce and maximised the brakes as well, so hopefully that will help. Oh. FTO punts his opponent wide, and we will just shoot past. Oh, it does take a lot of stopping. It's a really nice livery on that car in front. I like that. We are losing through these corners. I'm not sure what tyres I've got on actually. Maybe hard tyres. Not probably going to help. Just feeling my way around at the moment, trying to make sure that I don't go too crazy. Once this thing gets going, wow! It's just really bad in the corners. Considering the amount of wing that's on it, you'd think it would turn better. Right, I think I'll let him go through first this time. I'm going to end up in trouble. Okay. First place is still in sight, so I think there's a good chance we'll catch him on the straight. Look at this. Weaving about. Oh man, this car is very hard to control. Oh no, have I spun him? Oh, he's managed to stay. Good. I mean, they're usually pretty reckless into that corner anyway, but that probably didn't help. Okay, try to do better next time. So I've got one guy right behind me. Or he was right behind me. Not anymore. Well, the tyres are well and truly warmed up. And I am probably shredding them with this driving. Okay, here we go. First place. Excuse me. Oh, and look at that distance open up between us. Oh, and driver-induced oscillation there, going down the straight. And he's almost caught up with me again. 2 seconds is the gap. Oh, too late on the brakes there. This is the most crazy car I've ever driven. It's mental, even compared to my fully souped up MX-5, which was way overpowered. This is just next level. Even the Supra was nowhere near this level. Oops, that just started going in a straight line there. Oh my god. Oh, just got it stopped before the wall. There's so much time in these corners. But we are staying ahead. When are people going to start going in for tyres is a question. I'll be good for a few more laps yet. Might possibly be doing one stop. .80 kilometers an hour by the time we got to the point where I felt like I had to brake. I've opened up a 5-second gap, which is about to dissolve when Pretza goes into pits, but they always go in early. The question is, will I be able to hold a decent gap through these corners this time? I mean, by rights this car should easily beat them, but I've got no idea how to drive it. And this is a very, very twisty track with a car that doesn't seem to like to turn. Oh, managed to hold that slide. Turned it into a drift instead of spinning out. Oh, too early on the acceleration again. It's terrifying how fast it goes through that chicane. I think we might have found our rhythm. We're holding a good gap between us and second place. Well, it's not pretty, but it's effective. And the gap has massively opened up now. So the FTO must have gone in for tyres there when I was working my way through that section, concentrating hard. Yeah, it looks like it's the RX-7 that's in second place now. Tyres only just starting to show some wear now, so we might get the entire race out of them. Oh, got caught on the curb. .17 seconds is the gap. Thought I was making it through there. Oh crap. Oh, that was close. Oh, that was very, very close to hitting the pit wall there. Okay, after that heart-stopping moment, how are we going? Tyres are wearing, but nearly halfway through the race. I think we might go one stop. I don't see any point in running these tyres all the way into the red. RX-7 will probably go without a stop in this race. But if we can be far enough ahead that doesn't matter. That would be good. Well, this is probably the only race I'll be driving this car in. It's not really appropriate for these twisty tracks. Test course is definitely the place for this one. Okay, so we'll do another 2 laps on these tyres. Come on, straighten up. Out to 23 seconds almost. A little bit crossed up there. Right into the back of this corner. Oh. Yeah, tyres are starting to show a drop off in grip. It's not quite able to recover some of these deep corners as well as I have been. But we'll get one more lap out of these tyres and then we'll get a fresh set. Which will only have 7 laps to do. Saw 390 that time. Not going to hit 400, that's for sure, but just that on its own is so much faster than these other cars can do. tyres a little bit safer through this section. Oh, and this corner is getting worse and worse every time. Leaving it far too late. Okay, we'll come in for some new tyres. Last lap was actually our fastest lap of the race. See how that works. "30 seconds is the gap, so we'll be back out before anyone gets anywhere near us, even with the length of this pit straight. The question is, will the RX-7 go into the pits? He's only 9 seconds behind now. And we're going to be slow in this lap, probably. As the tyres heat up. Oh, bouncing around a little. Stop well in advance this time. Takes a lot of concentration to get this one round, but we're getting there, and it's going pretty smoothly. Oh, just a little bit off there. We're out to 12.5 again, so the gap is increasing again. Ooh, and we drift way out wide. Ooh. slide through that corner. The gap is now out to almost 18 seconds, so I don't think we need to worry about any of that anymore. We're actually catching up on someone. Assuming probably the Impreza in its multiple pit stops. Seems like we're pretty much able to hold the gap throughout most of the course, and then the start-finish line just adds multiple seconds to the gap every time. Oh, sliding on that one. I didn't get a very good entry there. Lost a bit of time there, but we're out to nearly 21 seconds. Actually, that midsection is not bad for us. Full length of the start finish straight behind whoever it is that's ahead of us. Late on the brakes that time. Oops, oh, too early that time. That lead out to almost a quarter of a lap now. And we've cut that gap to the car in front to about half of the start-finish straight. Just about got it stopped. Nicely through that section. You can see them in front of me now. Very quick through that opening section. Maltese goes into pits. The RX-7 left out on his original tyres. But I'm afraid the RX-7's no match for this car. I don't think many things would be. Going to eat up that distance between us and them on this straight. And it is as expected, the Impreza, who goes way wide. Oh, Alex's tyres just about done by the looks of things. Must be due for another pit stop. Oh, it's twice I've done that. Just clipped that corner on the exit. Straightening up too early. Okay, 2 laps to go. We have lapped someone. I'm not going to lap anybody else. And sure enough, Brezza goes in again. Too late on the brakes there. Started and then I lifted off. But our lap times have been getting faster and faster. The last 2 have been the fastest laps. This one has felt pretty good. Maybe 1 or 2 little mistakes creeping in. Oh, got greedy. I got too greedy there. Jumped up into 3rd gear. And that's probably cost me any chance of a fastest lap on this one. And in fact, we probably weren't on for it anyway. And we're in the final lap of the race. S2000 in the pits. So as suspected, I think the RX-7 is going the entire race without a pit stop. He's 44 seconds behind, so it's not paid off. Oh, very late on the brakes there. Oh, slammed into the wall. Come through onto the start-finish straight in the insane Suzuki Escudo Pikes Peak version, hitting 370 kilometers an hour across the finish line for the fastest lap of the race by over a second. Excellent stuff. Well, I hope you'll forgive me that indulgence. I always wanted to run a race in that car. And there we go, that's the last win in that series. Alright, so next we're going to move on to the Polyphony Digital Cup. So I'm going to have to go and grab a different car for that. So if you bear with me a moment, I'll come back with the car that we're going to use for this series. Alright, so for this last of the regular car races, I've chosen a car that I haven't driven before. It's the Mazda RX-7 Type RZ, so I've bought that one. No tuning or upgrades allowed, the only thing was changes of tyres, so I have put So I've put hard tyres on the back and medium hards on the front. We're sitting at 295 horsepower. Hopefully that will be sufficient for this. Alright, so we're up against a Mazda RX-7 Type RS, Lancer Evo 6, Nissan Z Concept, that could be tricky, the Skyline R33, and another Lancer Evo 6, this time the Tommy Mäkinen edition. Alright, let's see how we go. Seem like a similar level to my car. Even off the line. Everybody within a second. Try to get the switcheroo on him. Space. Oh, and I've gone very wide here. Oh, cold tyres, of course. Cold tyres and trying to take that corner at too much speed. And let's let them go through. Might take a lap or so for them to warm up. Okay, 2.5 seconds behind now. Not quite fast enough through this section. Never am. Should be pretty fast in the final part here. Especially that last corner, but they always seem to mess it up. Oops, oh, that kind of messed up. Cut it a little bit. But it didn't hurt my speed. Ooh, he takes a big hit off the wall. Give me a chance to go past him, and look at the pace that I've got compared to them through there. Up into 4th place. I'm worried about that Nissan Z though. Another RX-7 coming through on the inside. Not much I can do about that. Side by side round the corner. Very nice. He's got a slight edge on me. Let's pull him behind him. Oh, big slide there. Managed to hold it. All dropping behind the Nissan Z. Oh, the Mazda's off into the grass, but he's managed to keep the pace. But we'll see what happens in this final corner. They go wide. Uh-oh, I'm running out of space. Ah. Same as last time, but this time we're going to get all the way up into 2nd place. Five seconds behind though, that's a lot. This time I'll defend that inside line. Corner, and we are all bunched together except for 1st place. who's still pulling away. Ooh, very close to the wall there. Absolutely no sign of first place at all. Going as fast as I can, and he's still pulling away. So this can be one of those situations where the car we're up against is just too good. It'll depend on when he has to go in for tyres. This is where I can pull away, I think. Power, had to brake off again. They're not far behind me, but I have opened up a little gap. One car keeping up with me at the moment. Tyres are starting to look worn. Might be a two-stopper this one. If I can get 7 laps out of them, that'd be good. That's been 4. Oh no, I've come in very, very tight there. Evo's in the pits. He was not the one keeping pace with me. He might have been, but I made such a mess of that other corner. Oh. Not as smooth through there this time. Dropped another second. It is behind me. Might be the other RX-7. God, we're dropping another second. Getting very close to that wall sometimes. I completely misjudged that. I thought they'd wait around much earlier than that. Never mind. See if we can do this bit a bit better this time. There we go. That'll do. So that's both the Evos gone into the pits. No sign of anyone else going in yet though. I can't go in until after that Nissan. If it means I have to stay out for 10 laps, so be it. If he doesn't come in at the end of this lap, then I might be forced to do a one-stop strategy to try to make up the distance through pit stops. Well, it made up some ground, despite a few wobbles. Just about keeping that pace going, and pulled away from the car behind. Could this mean pit stops are incoming? Yes. So he is going to have to stop 3 times. Car behind me has not gone in though. Got the angle a little bit wrong there. Still, how far ahead are we? 3.7 seconds, and it is the other RX-7. Do I come in at the end of this lap? We're opening up a bit of a gap, so maybe his tyres are going off, and I'll take the chance that we end up on the same strategy. I just keep going. Oh, let's keep going. I'm going to do 10 laps. And we'll see how bad it is by lap 10. That'll tell me how much of a mistake I've made. But they're still doing pretty well at the moment. Time actually. Looked more on the map, but maybe not. I think that 10 laps might be needed. Oh, cut that corner. Turned too early. Gap's over 4 seconds though. Early there. Skyline goes into the pits, and I've got a nearly 6-second lead now. Can I pad this over the next couple of laps? Gap is getting bigger. Oh no, and the grip is starting to wear off. And he's into the pits. Oh, so he's on 2 stops then. I'm going to be the only 1 stop. That gives me a big advantage. But we'll see what the gap is to the new 2nd place car. I wonder if it's in this aisle. Big lead though, needs to be, and it is 12 seconds, so we'll see how quickly he closes that gap. And I've got another lap and a half on these tyres. The split there. grip is definitely starting to fall off. Having to ease off in some of these corners. Picked up about a second, so I'm going to stay ahead of him, I think. And then we'll each have one more pit stop, I think. No, he's going to have 2 more pit stops. Oh, I've come in here at a bad angle. A little tap on the brakes, ugh. I was too busy thinking about the pit stop strategy. Didn't get myself in position for the corner. The car holds itself on the road very nicely, considering this is a stock tune. I guess it's not pushing too much power through the wheels, so that helps. He is catching up fast now. It's not going to make up 10 seconds in one lap though, unless I do something really wrong. But I am going to be concerned about him in future races. Oh, drifting right out to the edge there. He's pulled back another 1.5 seconds. So it's going to be down to about 5 seconds probably by the time we get to the end. So picking up 5 or 6 seconds this lap on me. I'm struggling with some of these corners now. Difficult to know exactly when the grip's going to give out. Okay, so we'll come in for tyres now. Okay. Pretty good first half of the race. I'm about to drop into second place. I think we'll be back out in second though. Made up enough ground on that RX-7. Well ahead of him. And now just to try to not let that Nissan get too far ahead of me. The gap is 10.5 seconds. Got a big gap ahead of the car behind us. So let's see what we can do now. So we're going all the way to the finish now. He will be stopping at the end of the next lap for fresh tyres. Immediately feeling the grip being much better around that corner. So dropped about a second. Not bad considering the tyres are heating up. Not sure why they always go flying around that corner. It's quite easy to get around there without going off the road. We're down to 10 seconds now. His tyre's starting to go off. So now I can do to him what he did to me, hopefully. Slice that gap as his tyres go off. Oh, a bit too much of a slide there. Took a lot of speed off. Oh, I do not need to change gear there. I'm not sure what I was thinking. this corner. Which I'm not sure I'd need to change down there either. So that cost me a little bit of time. But we're actually pulling out on the car behind us. And into the pits he goes. So we'll come through in first place again. Through in second, that's good. That puts a car in between us. Oh. So I've got 6, nearly 7 second lead. Looks like the Evos are not going to be anything to worry about in this race series. They're going to be the ones that are eating their tyres. Extending that lead. We add a lot to it here though. That's probably the marker where we're going to be furthest ahead. .7. Added a second and a half through that section. Holding that lead through the rest of the lap and then extending it at start finish. Dropped a bit of time there though. Didn't feel as good as it could have been. Lap times are consistent. 1:37's almost every lap. Oh no, this one won't be. That's going to cost me a bit of time. Oh, that was disappointing. Never mind. We've got 6 laps to go, including this one. Tyres shouldn't quite be giving out yet, we're almost at 9 seconds the gap. In fact, lap before last was our fastest. Tyre should start going off maybe next lap. And then he'll have to come in for his second pit stop. think it was 8 laps that he did. Maybe 9 actually, we'll see. He is closing in on me. Not quite doing this as smoothly as I was before. So it's going to be 139. It was a slow one, didn't help that we hit the wall through here. Had to brake that time. We should still pull out some time there, I think. Up to over 9 seconds now. That's the first time we've seen that, I think. Nobody else is anywhere near. Actually there's 2 cars there, so looks like the Nissan might have caught him. So the next time check might show the Nissan as second place. Right on cue. Still over 9 seconds, that's good. 4 laps remaining. There we go, got it better that time. And the RX-7 goes into the pit, so that's the last we need to worry about him. He was already dropping back. Oh, that was a nasty corner though. Got the camber wrong. We pulled it out to a 10-second gap though at that point, so we can probably afford a little slip. Well, I've got a feeling this is going to be quite a fun race series because the cars are quite evenly matched. If we could just squeeze this extra performance out of our tyres in every race, it'll give us a bit of an edge. May end up lapping someone at this point. Oh, maybe not, he's probably far enough ahead. And again, on the track, we're all pretty even. And Nissan's pulled it down to under 9 seconds now. But this car is a joy to drive. Sad that I've left it so late in the game to be playing it, but it's going to help me through this series, I think. Giving us our best chance. So this should be the lap where Nissan's tyres go off, and then he goes into the pits, and it leaves me 2 laps to cruise home, probably with a pretty handsome lead at that point. Almost out to 10 seconds again. Slide comes in again, and this time I didn't manage to avoid the wall. Okay, so the last couple of laps will have to be a little bit more careful because the tyres are losing their grip. Can't afford any slip-ups or bad positioning. back by a second there. But it won't be enough. Yeah, timings have become a little bit less consistent now. And the Nissan goes in for pits. I think he's going to come out in second place though. I don't think that RX-7 is going to catch him. And 28 seconds, they're right together, but it looks like the Nissan's going to take it. He might be slow in this first lap, but the second lap he will be faster, so the Mazda needs to get past and make some ground now. Final lap, and it looks like the Nissan is, oh come on, slow, got it all wrong around that corner. It looks like the Nissan's going to hold off the RX-7. Yeah, this last lap's going to be a tricky one, but we'll still probably be 20 seconds ahead by the time we finish. I'm glad that I'm not having to race for the first place on these tyres. Gap is coming down pretty quickly, so very happy this is the last lap. A couple of corners to go. There we are, first finish line. First place and a win in the first race in the series. That is very welcome. And Nissan's going to take second with the Mazda in third, and the others nowhere to be seen. At least half a lap behind. Decent prize money. I think you only actually get prize money for first place in this series. Not that that really matters now, to be honest. We're not spending that money. Alright, well that will do us for today. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give us a thumbs up. If you'd like to see some more, hit the subscribe button. And I will see you next time. Bye bye.